Hey, hey, hey! This is Best Practices Unveiled. This podcast is a judgment-free zone where we will have real open conversations about various topics. Our objective is simple yet profound. We're going to provide you listeners with valuable insights and wisdom from engaging guests and a passionate host. Best practices are not a quick fix. They represent a lifelong journey of growth, learning, and continuous improvement. We are creating a space that embraces inclusivity and shared experiences, offering something for everyone. Stay tuned. Hey, hey, hey. Grand Rising, everybody. I miss y'all. I think it's been about 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks since I've been on for coffee time. So welcome to Coffee Time with the goddess, Miss Annette. Y'all see my cup this morning? That's my mood today. Although I sound I'm always like this in the morning. I'm so calm. Talk to me about 10. That passion done kicked in. But yeah, so you all, I talk a lot about making sure you take your mental breaks, how important mental health is, not just in my industry, but just in general. You got to, take those steps back when you need to. I had to take a step back. I really had to take a step back. The brain was on overload, spinning, but wasn't nothing coming out. I don't get that way often. But when I do, I listen to my body, and I follow through. So when you're working to accomplish goals or trying to meet expectations, and you're in that space of just feeling like, hey, I can't produce nothing, I can't think straight, I'm all over the place, just, pull up and step back. And don't care what it looked like to nobody else. If it's something you need to do for yourself, you do that. Because at the end of the day, whatever it is that you were going to do, if you're not here to do it, trust and believe they'll find somebody else to do it. So definitely had to take a step back. And I know that I share, I have shared little bits and pieces of the type of work that I do in my profession, but I'm going to just break it down for you all this morning, short and brief, before I get into what it is that I want to share with you all this week. I first have the Family Child Care Home Program in Tampa, Florida, that we operate 24/6, 24/7, just depends on the need. Then for the National Association for Family Child Care, I am an accredited family child care program, which basically means we had to meet a certain number of quality standards, and we are above the normal licensing requirements, which is it's amazing. From becoming accredited, I became an NAFCC observer, which I was able to go into the homes of educators wanting to pursue accreditation as well, and do the observations to make sure that they met those quality standards. And it's also a great experience for an educator who is like myself, that's a sponge, and I love seeing new environments. I love seeing creativity, how diverse we are in the field. Family child care educators, we rock. We wear so many hats. So to see it all play out in different states and different minds of other educators, it's a bonus. It's an honor. So I've been doing the accreditation observations, I'm going to say probably since 2014. It's been a while. Then from becoming a observer, I joined the accreditation council. The accreditation council basically provides support for NAFCC, making sure that the standards are up to date, best practices. So I've been on the council for 3 years now. I think it's 3 years. And last year I was voted in as the accreditation council chair. So this has been a learning experience. I'll have to share that on another video. And then also with NAFCC, which is why I love this organization, because it really allows educators to take that step. There's so many opportunities to be better in this space of learning, leading as an early educator. Again, we are so bad, that we can do this from the comforts of our home, comfort of being in the home environment, but it's definitely work. So you're going to get uncomfortable. I also joined Leaders Shaping Leaders, and it was a inaugural cohort as well. We were the first ones to take a go at this experience, which was amazing. It taught us a lot about business. It taught us about finance. It taught us about how to lead with confidence. So that was a great experience that NAFCC offered as well, and that helped me to be able to be in the space and lead. And like I said, I'm still learning. It used to, when I say I'm still learning, when I first started stepping into leadership roles, it was just naturally who I am, because I want to see people succeed. I want to be successful myself. And I'm a Scorpio by nature. So if any Scorpios out there, or anybody who's dealt with one, you know how we are. So I just wanted to make sure I was doing the best. And that's just who I am. So Leaders Shaping Leaders helped me tweak a lot of things, and I'm stuck again. It's a process. So NAFCC has really been a great support for me, learning, leading, and yeah. So then locally, I am the vice president of our local association here, which is the hub for our family child care educators, who we provide training. We get together, we share ideas, and just just a place to be with like-minded individuals who understand what it is that we go through on a day-to-day basis. For the state, I am the Florida Family Child Care Home Association. Is our state association for family child care educators, and this is a hub for the whole state of Florida, where we are the one-stop shop where educators could come in for, again, support, professional development. We have an annual conference every year. There's scholarships for accreditation. We have quarterly meetings, trainings. We are a 501c, so networking. Any educators in our area, feel like you're out here alone, you may need some support with certain things, whether it's supplies for your child care program, whether it's training. The Florida Family Child Care Home Association offers those things, and I serve as a professional development coordinator for the state. And then also locally, I serve on the Early Learning Coalition of Hillsborough County's Board of Directors as the provider representative. So that's been an experience as well. I've always been contracted with the ELC as an educator family child care educator, which basically means that I accept subsidy child care vouchers. So parents that need additional assistance from for funding, they go through the Early Learning Coalition and apply for that. So I've always accepted the vouchers. So to be able to work in any additional programs that the ELC has had to offer to assist educators initiatives, with funding and things like that, quality programs. Since I opened, I've always taken advantage. So and I've built relationships with some of the employees there. So it's been an honor to serve on the board of directors as well. And then 2 years ago, has it been 2 years yet? Maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, I was appointed by the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, to be on the Florida I always say this wrong, FIC, Agency Council, I think it's in Florida Intra-Agency Coordinating Council for Infants and Toddlers. I know it's a lot. And what they do is oversee the Early Steps program in the state of Florida. And Early Steps, for those of you who don't know, help supports our little people with unique needs. So all of those little parts make up some of the extended work that I do in the field outside of my own projects, goals, and things like that. So all of those things help me, all of these things that I'm a part of help me to grow, help me to understand the industry, help me to understand myself. And I think what happened recently was this just was an overflow of trying to be in all those spaces and also be the person I need to be for my own development, my podcast, the marketing for the business, the marketing for the website. Let's not forget my publications. I just had a new book that dropped, Super Me Time, my, coloring activity book that is amazing. It teaches children about, self-regulation, meditation, affirmations, things that we're not taught early on in life on different ways that we can help ourselves be in a space of calm in a world that's so crazy, especially right now. So I just had to take a step back, and I just wanted to share some of the things that I'm working on, or some of the things that I'm doing, and my reason, because people may say, why, oh, you do too much. I hear that all the time. Oh, you do too much. Oh, why are you doing all that stuff? You're going to burn yourself out. I hope you don't burn yourself out. I appreciate that, but I look at it on the side of there's a need. There's a need for the voices. There's a need for us to be in a space to understand that our young people, the children, they need people to advocate for them. They can't advocate for themselves. So in all of these areas, I may be dealing with the adults most of the time, but it's trying to fine tune them so that they can become better at what it is that they're doing in order to serve our children, because they deserve the best. And not always can they get it from home, because mom or dad, they don't have all the tools. So anyhow, any way I can support, that's just who I am. I'm authentic and genuine in that space until I'm not. So I just wanted to give you all a little heads up on that as to, my missing in action. But I'm always going to be consistent. But when I need to step away, I'll step away. And not always, can I give you guys a warning? So, but I'm back. So this week I wanted to, I'm going to be talking about some changes. We we all, I mean, our country is experiencing a lot of change with this new administration, and one of the changes is funding. Funding for our children. So in the state of Florida, they are talking about huge budget cuts, and the budget cuts will definitely impact, how we operate as educators, how our families, really hanging on already, trying to maintain. So the support of the subsidy that the Early Learning Coalition provides for, children and families can definitely be impacted. The educators who provide services for these children, if the parents cannot afford childcare, how are they going to work? So if they don't work, the children don't have funding for childcare. The children won't be able to come to childcare, and educators can lose business. So it's a domino effect, and a lot of the educators I know in my county are very nervous about it, and so we're going to be having some conversation on that this week. We also have a podcast that's going to be dropping. Lorrie Brinson, shout out to Lorrie. She was on a podcast yesterday. She's going to be talking to us about finances, and she also has a nonprofit, Victory Over Violence, talking about domestic violence. So it's going to be a really good segment this week. I will let you know when we're dropping it. And definitely go to Best Practices on YouTube, Annette05. Make sure you subscribe so that you can stay up on all the upcoming conversations that we're going to be having. The publications are on www.kidsareus.org. We have all kind of little swag stuff with our brand. Upcoming workshops, I will be presenting on Craft with Better Futures platform. A Journey of Passion, Purpose, and Practice is the title. So if you are a member of Craft, please join us. And if you're not a member, become one. And that's, again, Craft with Better Futures. And they have a lot of topics in early education, business, finances that could keep you informed and definitely add value to your practice. So we got the books, we got the podcasts, workshops, collaborations. If anybody wants to collaborate, come be a guest on Best Practices Unveiled, please connect. If you need speakership, workshops for your teachers, for your organization, you can reach out. You can email me. You can send me a contact through the website, and I'm there. Hope you all have a wonderful week. It's Monday, fun day. Time to get it started. I'm heading to the gym. Just looked at the time, and it's time to get it in. Thanks for tuning in. Keep evolving. Peace.